Hi, I'm Melanie Lozano.
My name's Alex Haigad.
Hey, I'm George Espinoza.
I'm Jose Flores.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Ruiz.
Our current partner, Daniel de la Torre, is taking the video right now, but later on in the video, you're going to see him in his presentation. And we are
The Bronco Fruits.
Our group name is Bronco Fruits. We sold fresh, chopped fruit from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at Cal Poly Pomona. Our main marketing method was word of mouth. Our goal was to sell fresh, chopped, healthy fruit to Cal Poly Pomona students and staff.
So a little bit about our team. I'm Melanie Lozano. I'm 21 years old. I'm an MHR major and I work at Costco Wholesale and Merchandising. Stephanie Ruiz is 20 years old. She's a server at a Mexican restaurant. She's also an MHR major. Jorge Espinosa is also an MHR major as well, and he is 32 years old and has 10 years of experience as a shipping lead. Daniel de la Torre is 27 years old. He's an accounting major, and he's actually a customer representative for the Dodgers, so he has customer service experience with that as well. Jose Flores is 23 years old. He is an e-business major and he is a horse trainer, and he also has his own landscaping business. Alex Aguilar is 23 years old. He is a technology and operations management major, and he has experience as a computer support technician at Riverside City College. So each of our group members did have a different duty, both for planning for the day of the sale and on our sale date. So to begin, myself, I brought all of our utensils such as foam containers, forks, napkins, all of the things that we were going to use to pre-package and package our goods on the sale date. We decided to go with Smart and Final from the beginning because I knew I worked at Costco, but Costco is just, the numbers were so high. Like we sell things so in such a bulk, we don't need 200 forks. We knew we weren't going to need that, and it was going to come out to be a little bit more expensive, so we did decide to go a bridge under and stick with Smart and Final. It was just enough. We weren't short. We didn't have too much left over, and it was right in our budget, so we were able to fit that in our profit margin. It allowed us to make more of a profit because we saved on those items. I also was able to bring lemons from home, so I thought that was an effective way to save money on buying lemons, because that was a big thing that we were promoting, was the lemons and the toppings. So we all thought that was a good way to go. Stephanie bought all the fruit, as well as supplying the knives and the cutting boards and such utensils like that, like the lemon squeezers, etc. So we decided we were going to go with Super King because in comparison to other grocery stores or even wholesales for fruit, we found that it would be our best bet economically and cheaper to buy the fruit there. It was fairly cheap. I believe she spent $60 and we bought several quantities of fruit. I mean, we sold to several people and we still had a little bit left over. It was enough. We didn't run short of any single type of fruit. We were able to provide that for everybody who wanted to buy or customize their fruit bowls. So Stephanie also provided the toppings that we were going to provide for the fruit, which was the biggest deal because we believe that was what set us so far apart from any other possible competition or on-campus competition, like in the stores. So she bought tahini, chamoy. I believe she bought like Valentina and hot sauce and stuff like that. So that was what was really gonna bring us forward from all other stands. So that really came to our advantage. We kind of had everything set up and allowed everyone to pick what they wanted. Towards the end, we figured that was the easiest and most effective, less time consuming way to go. So Jorge actually provided the canopy, a wagon to transport all of our things from the parking lot, from all of our cars to the actual university park where we're going to be set up, as well as the table. Our other group member, Daniel, actually acted and played the role of a cashier the day of. So primarily we were only going to be accepting cash, but actually one of our customers gave us the idea of using a Venmo app. So on the spot, I just created one on my phone. I downloaded the app, I created an account, I actually passed it on over to Daniel and he took care of that, and we were able to make, I believe, $15 of our profit, rounding it up, on the Venmo app. So that was cool because we got to make more profit based off having more options for payment. Alex actually helped pick up trash and keep track and organization of everything, having all of our fruits lined up, having everything put together, making sure that everything was running smoothly. He was kind of overseeing everything. He was helping clean up and kind of being mobile about everything. So ultimately, everybody in the team played a role, whether it was providing something, we all pitched in money to get all of our products, get all of our utensils. We all worked together. We stayed in communication and in constant contact. So I believe that allowed us to be more successful. So for our customer demographic, we were targeting millennials. People ages from 18 to maybe very late 20s, specifically out of that category. Just kind of like the average Cal Poly student, people walking by, just foot traffic, people going to class. It was U hour, people on their breaks. It was nothing too heavy. It was nothing that was not going to be not appetizing on a hot day. We premeditated that, making sure and actually holding our sale date on a hot day for our fruit. So it was of all ethnicities, of all ages, and we did have most of our customers most of them were just people walking by, and we believe that this was a direct a result of having an attractive and appealing product. It was on the go, it was convenient. We actually even had at the end throughout have staff and faculty such as professors or people who worked there, people who were students and who worked there. So we had people stopping by, and several people even said, and I believe that it was even the faculty, maybe they had more experience being there and seeing things throughout the years, by being there so often and seeing everything going on, is that one thing that stood out to all of us in the group was people saying that they had never seen anybody sell fruit like that before, let alone with our toppings. And we really took pride in having an innovative product as far as it not being sold on campus like that before. As far as external environment, we did not have any other competition or vendors having any of our products or any similar products. Everybody was selling something completely different. Like I said, we do believe we had a unique product, and that really just worked to our advantage. We tried to just have something that was going to be appealing and attractive. That was just a result of having a unique commodity. Our customers were very surprised, and they were actually our customers were actually very surprised, and they were actually delighted. They were just happy. We saw even like mood changing and people just enjoying their fruit on a hot day. So that also made us feel good, even though it was just, for a class project. So as far as external environment, we did not have any competition. We were a little bit on the fence about it, just because we know that there was like little fruit cups sold in like the Bronco stores and on campus, but they're in little cups and they're more expensive. They're not convenient. They're not fresh. They don't have the option of toppings, and it's not really as on the go as ours was. So
For the SWOT analysis, we determined what internal and external factors affected the success of our product. The primary strength of our product was that it was unique. No other food vendor around that area was selling the same product, nor were they offering the same toppings. Another strength of our product is that it catered to different diets. People who were vegetarian, vegan, or who had other dietary restrictions were able to purchase our product, which allowed us to expand our target market. We also ensured that our product was appetizing by providing fresh fruit that was purchased that same morning. Other strengths were within the team itself, whether it was cutting the fruit, assembling the boxes, working with the customers, or managing the money. We all put in our part to ensure that we got the job done. Another strength was our willingness to bring in customers, since word of mouth was our only form of promotion. The internal weaknesses that affected our success was mainly that the preparation was time consuming. When we got there, we still had to chop up the fruit and set up our stand, which made us lose a good amount of customers. Another strength that made our product so appealing is that it was a convenient product. It is handheld and easy for an on-the-go snack. One of the factors that allowed us to develop competitive advantage is that it was a unique product. No other vendors offered the same product as we did, and we also ensured to have a unique product by offering fresh fruit from that same morning and with the different toppings. Another factor that allowed us to develop competitive advantage was that it was a convenient product. It is handheld and is easy for on the go. Time management was one of the weaknesses that affected our sales. Because cutting up the fruit and assembling the boxes was so time consuming, we were not able to keep up with the demand. Because of this, a few people would walk out of line and we lost potential sales. Some external threats that we faced were that there were other snack vendors that were positioned ahead of us in the direction of the foot traffic. When people walked towards our stand, they saw their stands first, which could have reduced our sales. Another threat is that there are other cheaper snack alternatives. Since we were selling our fruit for $5, there were other snacks that people could have chosen that were at a cheaper price. Another threat is that there is a store on campus that sells fruit. However, they do not sell the same fruit that we offered, and they do not offer the same toppings that we did. An opportunity or external factor that played to our favor was the hot weather. Cut fruit with the toppings that we offered is one of the best snacks to have during the hot time. Another opportunity was that no other vendor sold cut fruit in that area. Um, okay. Even the stores that do sell cut fruit do not offer the same type of fruit variety, and they also don't offer the same toppings that we did.
Bronco Fruit's marketing goals and objective was to promote our business. We wanted to promote our business so we could be able to make the first goal of our group. Our first goal of the group was to make a profit. We wanted to make a profit so we can be able to give back to the community. Because our group was diverse, we were able to meet our first goal was to make a profit. With that profit, we donated to Susan G. Coleman's Breast Cancer Foundation. Also, our marketing goals and objectives was to bring in healthy snacks to Cal Poly Pomona students and faculty. We were able to do that by providing fresh cut fruit with any kind of toppings and choices of your fruit to all Cal Poly Pomona students and faculty.
So our primary target market were Cal Poly Pomona students, but it also ended up being faculty as well. We sold at University Park during U hour, and the hot weather also made our demand increase. So our product was freshly cut fruit that we also put toppings on, such as chamoy, tahini, and lemon juice. The needs that our product addressed were that it was a fresh product, it's something that's convenient and affordable. The features were that we made it convenient for students to carry around campus by providing small containers, forks, napkins. It was just an easy product to eat on the go. And as far as competition, our direct competition would have been other campus stores that sell a similar product to ours, except they don't provide the same toppings, and the fruit is not freshly cut as ours was. And also the other vendors that were close to us at University Park, there was two, and both were selling chips, so their products were different than ours. So originally we spent $80 on products and supplies. That was all the fruits and all the utensils. And originally we had two different price points, at $3 for a small and $5 for a large. However, after a few transactions, we realized that the two different price points weren't proportioned to the amount of fruit that we were selling. So we had to change the price to just one size for $5. And then they were still getting an adequate amount for the price that they were paying. As far as distribution and sales strategy, originally we planned to sell on Wednesday, May the 2nd, but due to bad weather and still not being prepared enough, we decided to push back to May 9th, that Wednesday. And we had our spot reserved from 11 to 2, and we planned to sell 11:30 to 1:30. We needed the first half hour to an hour to prep and set up our spot. We had prime location. We were at University Park, right across from the BSC, next to the library. And also because of the hot weather, we believe that our sales increased.
So results. Bronco Fruits sold containers full of fruit to 22 customers. 2 customers which purchased small containers at $3 a piece, and larger containers at $5. We decided to switch from selling small containers to larger containers due to the amount of proportion that we were selling. We also received payments in the form of cash as well as through the mobile payment service Venmo. Total revenue amounted to $106 and total cost coming out to $80. Total cost went towards purchasing the actual fruit, utensils, napkins, as well as gloves to be able to handle the fruit to customers. In total, the total profit came out to $26. Evaluation. The product that we sold, fruits, came out to be a good idea due to the warm weather, as well as being able to provide a different variety of fruits to customers. In hindsight, we could have probably organized our setup so that we could have been able to efficiently serve fruit to customers in a quick manner. In general, our team contributed their thoughts and effort to being able to come up with a good product plan as well as being able to execute the sale on the day of control. We sold a variety of fruits so we'd be able to appeal to a wider customer base. We also were able to provide customers with the opportunity to select their own toppings, as in tahini, chamoy, and lemon juice. This was a good idea, as in it allowed for us to have a better appeal to customers so then they could customize their own plates of fruit.